Good evening, welcome to Brass Tacks. I'm Zakir Jacob. So wrestler Vinesh Phogat, who was tragically disqualified from the Paris Olympics 2024, has now formally joined the Congress party. She says she's not going to reveal whether there was a conspiracy to unseat her, to disqualify her from the Olympics, to disqualify her from competing in the final match of the 50 kg wrestling competition on the final day of the competition, where she was disqualified because she was overweight by about 50 grams or so. But the more important question, and this is the BJP's allegation against Vinesh Phogat, that now it all falls into place. That the wrestlers' protest, which happened through much of 2023, and Vinesh was spearheading that wrestlers' protest, basically the allegations of sexual assault and molestation against Brij Bhushan Singh, who was a BJP MP at that time and also the head of the Wrestling Federation of India. Now the BJP is saying, now with her joining the Congress party, you can put two and two together. You can have the benefit of hindsight to say that those entire allegations against Brij Bhushan Singh were politically motivated. Brij Bhushan Singh, of course, stepped down, and then one of his nominees has become the WFI president. His son is now the MP from the constituency where he used to be MP from. So just because there are political aspirations, and of course, Vinesh has had political aspirations, and today was a culmination of that. She has not just joined the Congress party, but I believe the Congress party has also given her a ticket to fight in the upcoming Haryana Assembly elections. But does that take away from the grave nature of the allegations against Brij Bhushan Singh? Not only are they grave, but they're grave enough for a court of law to frame charges against him. So let's not confuse two issues. One is the politics, and yes, the BJP has a point. Has the politics overtaken it? But the gravity of these sexual assault charges against Brij Bhushan Singh, let's not try and dilute that. But first, the story.
क्योंकि जब बोलते हैं ना कि बुरे टाइम में पता लगता है कि अपना कौन है। जब हम रोड पे घसीटे जा रहे थे तो छोड़ के बीजेपी को देश में जितनी भी पार्टियां हैं वो हमारे साथ में थी, हमारे दर्द को समझ पा रही थी।
देश की बेटियों की जो आवाज उठाई उसका भुगतान हम कर रहे हैं, लेकिन ये चीज हमें पता लगी कि जो अत्याचार बेटियों पे हुआ जंतर मंतर पे, उसके साथ सिर्फ बीजेपी पार्टी खड़ी हुई और सभी पार्टियां हमारे साथ खड़ी थी।
देखिए, कुल मिला के एक राजनीतिक चक्र में मैं समझता हूँ हमारे वो साथी खिलाड़ी हैं उसमें फंसे थे, उस समय फंसे थे। आज उसका पटाक्षेप हो रहा है।
जनता भी और मीडिया के साथी भी और कई बार बुद्धिजीवी भी ये सवाल तो पूछेंगे। ये डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री है तो उनका भी अधिकार है कि सवाल पूछेंगे।
Don't play politics on all these issues. They already resigned from the job. Do the formalities quickly and relieve them.
जो आंदोलन था, जो बहन बेटियों की लड़ाई थी, वो उसको गलत रूप ना दिया जाए। मैं अभी भी उस पर डट के खड़ी हूँ।
Okay, let's open this up to our panelists who are joining us. Pradeep Bhandari is national spokesperson of the BJP. Dr. Shama Mohammed is national spokesperson of the Congress party. Rashid Kidwai, senior journalist who's been covering the Congress party for a number of years now. Professor Sanjay Kumar is co-director with CSDS and one of India's foremost psephologists. Let me start with you, Pradeep Bhandari. So there are two separate issues here. Vinesh Phogat, Bajrang Punia joining the Congress party. Yes, you can attribute political motivations and so on and so forth. But to say that the allegations of sexual assault against Brij Bhushan Singh were actually politically motivated is far from the truth, because at the end of the day, forget about what Vinesh has said or Sakshi Malik has said or what Bajrang has said and what 6 other people have complained against Brij Bhushan Singh. A court of law in the national capital has found merit in the charges to frame charges against Brij Bhushan Singh. A court of law prima facie believes there is material that's been produced before it that charges of sexual assault, grave sexual assault, can be brought forth against Brij Bhushan Singh. That has nothing to do with Vinesh wanting to join politics or join the Congress party, or Bajrang join the Congress party, or Sakshi Malik not wanting to join any political party? Those are two separate issues, Pradeep.
Zaka, in fact, that is why the case has not been taken back and the matter is sub judice, and the case is following the due process of law. So we are absolutely not against any athlete, and we believe that every athlete has a right to a political opinion and a political, join a political party. But foremost, our question definitely is that whether the entire movement, whether Vinesh and Bajrang were used as political pawns by the Congress party in order to further their agenda in Haryana. This is not what I am saying. In fact, if you deep dive into Sakshi Malik's statement, in fact, the inference from her statement is that the entire movement of the wrestlers should not be discredited because of politically Vinesh Phogat and Bajrang Punia joining the Congress party. You spoke about women right. I completely agree that across political ideologies, it should have a unanimity that we should stand with the Beti of India. But look what happened in Jammu and Kashmir today. If you look at what happened in Jammu and Kashmir today, this individual, his name is Lal Singh. He is the star campaigner of the Congress party. He is the same individual who took out a rally in favor of the Kathua rapists. The Bharatiya Janata Party removed this individual. The Congress party rewarded this individual. If you remember that there was a lady called as Ms. George who was in the Congress party who alleged that there is casting couch in the Congress party suspended the respected individual. If you remember that still now Priyanka Vadra has not stood with the Bengal ki beti. So for us, the Beti's Nyay or women rights are not political in nature. And with respect to Vinesh's case, Zaka, if you remember that even after the protest, when she went to the Olympic, it is this government which had provided her all dutiful support which was required. But our allegation and charge is that the Congress party looks at political benefits and chooses and picks athletes, and whether it is farmers, athletes or anybody, it looks at only and only political benefit. And if the charge on us is just a 10-second point, they'll find, and this is not what I am saying, if you read the statement of Mahavir Phogat, this is Mahavir Phogat's statement, and he categorically says that when Bhupender Hooda had asked that we will offer them a Rajya Sabha seat, Mahavir Phogat categorically said that this is a political stunt by the Congress party. They did not even offer us a DSP position. Leave apart giving us a
No, Mahavir Phogat is a different person. He might be the uncle of Vinesh Phogat who made her who she is or whatever. Yes. But he's a different person. She's a different person. Yes. She's free to make her choices. But Dr. Shama Mohammed, the larger question that's being asked is, has Vinesh Phogat, by joining the Congress party today, put her own political ambitions, her own personal ambitions in politics ahead of the cause of other individuals who came forth and made those grave allegations against Brij Bhushan Singh? The question is, was she using the protest as some kind of a launch pad for a political plunge? And now that the political intentions are clear, both of Bajrang and of Vinesh Phogat, doesn't that vitiate the apolitical nature of the protests that the wrestlers first, the women wrestlers first, and then subsequently all wrestlers came and protested in Jantar Mantar?
Okay, so first and foremost, the BJP spokesperson who's sitting here today, he has no audacity to talk about how things happen, how who's joined politics. What was his profession before being here? We all know what he was doing. So leave it to him. Now, my point here is, there is a charge sheet by Delhi police, like you mentioned, where they said that this man, Brij Bhushan Singh, after our investigations, what we have understood that he should be prosecuted for sexual harassment, molestation. This is exactly what the Delhi police. So the case was given to Delhi police. The Delhi police comes under the Home Minister of this country, and they have found this in the investigation, one. Number two, there is a woman here who was protesting, who was a medal winner for 6 months, all right? And she did not get justice from the system here. So I am proud that she's joining my party and is going to fight for women, because she's understood that she needs to be politically relevant to fight these issues. She took on Brij Bhushan Singh, a member of parliament and the president of the Wrestling Federation. She did not get justice. I went and visited them in Jantar Mantar. They were sleeping there outside for 6 months. And when the new parliament building was inaugurated, they were protesting outside. When Brij Bhushan Singh was inside, the police beat them up. This is her story. Now, I want to ask a question. This gentleman said, Pradeep Bhandari, he was talking about how we support, according to him, rapists. Sunil Sangwan is their candidate from Haryana. Now, what is Sunil Sangwan? He was the prisons in charge. And in 2022, This Haryana government got in a law called the Haryana Government Good Conduct Prisoners Temporary Release Act 2022, which empowers a jail superintendent to recommend a convict there for good behavior, and then the state or the court gives a judgment. Now, this man, Sunil Sangwan, is recommended 6 times for a convicted rapist. I'm not talking about a rapist who's not convicted. Gurmeet Ram Rahim to get parole. Remember, convicted rapist, convicted killer. This is what Sunil Sangwan did. Then what did they do? They gave convicted rapist and killer of Bilkis Banu remission. What were they doing after the remission? They were garlanded by the Bharatiya Janata Party people, and they were doing prachar or campaigning for the candidate. Third, they have given a candidate called Manju Huda a ticket. Who is Manju Huda? She is the wife of Rajesh Huda, a gangster. So let's understand what's happening on them, their side. Our side, we have supported, and Priyanka Gandhi has talked against the rapists in
Pradeep Bhandari, respond to that, and then I'll go to the other guests as well. Pradeep Bhandari, the point is that the charges against Brij Bhushan Singh have been perused by a court of law. The court of law has said it's material enough to frame the charges against him. So to say that just because Vinesh Phogat has joined a Congress party or any political party, those charges are getting diluted or those charges have gotten politicized, come on, that is absolutely blatantly wrong.
Sunil Sangwan?
And the Sunil Sangwan question. Okay, yeah, Sunil Sangwan question. Yeah, respond to that.
Manju Huda.
No, one second. Sunil Sangwan, yeah, respond to that.
Yes. First of all, I was not sitting in protest and claiming or to be the harbinger of women rights or some rights. When I joined politics, I joined it from there was no ulterior motives attached here. Now, let me answer that. I think Shama Mohammed should give a call to Bhupinder Hooda rather than me answering the question. So let me reiterate what Bhupinder Hooda said on this entire thing. Parole granted as per law, former CM Bhupinder Hooda. This is Bhupinder Hooda's statement. Please go ahead and see
statement by producing a statement like that doesn't become a statement. I didn't hear Bhupinder Hooda say that. No, you can just take out something and put it up.
Decide among
this yourself. Is not justified.
Do not speak over
me. One second, please. Dr. Mohammed, one minute. No, if he is lying, it's not mine. No, one second. If you have facts to the contrary, please, by all means, I'll give you time to say that. But let him make his point, and please, let's not speak over each other. Yeah. Please, Pradeep, substantiate where you have made this Hooda point from. What is the source? What is the source? Where did Mr. Hooda say this?
This is Mr. Hooda's statement when Mr. Ram Rahim was granted parole, and when parole, he was asked, he said, parole granted as per law. It is reported. If you do a basic Google search, you will find it. It is not what I am concocting. So just when she Googles, she will find the statement of Bhupinder Hooda. Now please look at the statement. Now please look here.
She's calling about
speaking about
Republic TV ka statement.
This is, come on, how gratuitous can she get, Zaka? She was speaking for 2.5 minutes, all half truths.
Okay, Pradeep, you still have not. Pradeep, you have not cited the source.
Please.
I am discounting that. Go ahead. If you have the source, cite it. Otherwise, no, you have not cited the source. You have not cited the source. You have said Google search. Google search is not a source.
Come on.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Google, come on.
Answer the Sunil Sangwan point. Answer the Sunil Sangwan point. Answer the Sunil Sangwan point, please.
Okay, let us do things.
Yeah.
Please, let us do this, okay? Because he will not understand, she will not understand. Here it is. Please go ahead and see, please. It is reported everywhere. It is reported by CNN. It is reported by every news channel. When he was given a parole, please go ahead and read it. So it is not what I am concocting it. Mr. Bhupinder Hooda made the respected statement. She has not answered to me that their party has given ticket to an individual, Lal Singh, who had backed the Katua rapist, and he had taken out today. They made him a star campaigner.
Okay.
A lady who had alleged casting.
I want to move to Rashid Kidwai. I want to move to Rashid Kidwai and to Dr. Sanjay Kumar. Let's have Rashid Kidwai and Sanjay Kumar on the frame, please. Rashid Kidwai, the point is that the BJP firmly believes that the entire thing against Brij Bhushan Singh was orchestrated, and now ipso facto they can say that, look, this was politically motivated. The Hoodas were backing it. The Congress party was backing it. 2 days ago, they met Rahul Gandhi, and today they've joined the Congress party. This whole thing was politically motivated. What is the Congress party's counter to that?
Zaka, first of all, I think national political parties like the Congress and the BJP need to be far more sensitive about these issues. To say that a wrestler, a woman wrestler, would level, and not one, six of them, seven of them would level allegations of sexual harassment just to have an eye on politics so that they can contest election. This sounds incredible, it sounds bizarre, and it sounds incredible insensitive as well. So therefore, political parties should refrain. See, sports persons have a right to join politics, from Dara Singh to Kirti Azad to Mohammad Azharuddin to Rajyavardhan Rathod. A lot of them have joined, and so this is a welcome addition, regardless of which political party they're doing. The BJP should take them on a political thing. And what happened in Paris Olympics, it has made Vinesh Phogat a kind of a national heroine. And we all are proud of her. We all feel that she was wrong. So therefore, the BJP, politically speaking, is committing a mistake. First of all, they are alleging, having taken such a strong and a very different kind of stand in Bengal. Now they are here, they are saying that a kind of a protest relating to sexual harassment against a federation chief was politically motivated, in the sense that, after years or after months, she could join politics. This sounds quite incredible and very, very insensitive, very shallow also. So I would appeal to national political parties not to take up these issues, because
it's almost like saying tomorrow, if let's say the Abhaya's parents were to join the BJP to contest elections, or 10 years ago Nirbhaya's parents were to join some political party and contest elections, therefore the crime against their daughters are discounted in some way. I think it's absolutely insensitive. I think it's absolutely appalling that just because a person who has leveled sexual allegations against a person who happened to be at that time a BJP MP and the head of the Wrestling Federation of India now happens to join a political party, that doesn't in any way discount the charges. The charges have to be examined on merit, and that merit of those charges, at least a court of law in Delhi has found to be good enough prima facie to frame charges against the individual concerned, the accused concerned. But I want to ask about the larger political question to Dr. Sanjay Kumar, which is that clearly this is with an eye on the upcoming Haryana elections. Clearly, she's been given a ticket to fight from a place, I believe it's called Jalore, where, of course, the proportion of Jats is quite substantial. Across the state, statewide in Haryana, I believe the proportion of Jats is about 11 to 12%, and there is significant vote bank, which in this election, it seems like they're very vocally against the BJP, and therefore, Vinesh Phogat's entry into the Congress party believes will give a rallying point for the Jats of Haryana to vote decisively against the BJP. Question is, will that be enough? Because the BJP's politics is non-Jat. So all the Kurmis, Sainis, all the other non-Jat OBCs are being bunched together by the BJP, and that's how they've been in power for the last 10 years in Haryana. Will those politics still work given Vinesh Phogat's entry into the Congress party?
Zaka, if you look at BJP's politics, you rightly mentioned that BJP has aimed at, mobilizing non-dominant OBC caste, and this is their politics this has been their politics in Bihar, UP, and in Haryana, and they have been successful between 2014 and 2024 till to 2024 Lok Sabha elections, because they managed to win 2 assembly elections without having a Jat leader, without having a Jat chief minister. They managed to perform extremely well in 2019 Lok Sabha elections. They won all the 10 seats. But look at what happened in 2024. In 2024 Lok Sabha election, BJP lost 5 of those 10 Lok Sabha seats. I think there is a clear indication that yes, in the initial 10 years, that strategy paid dividend to BJP, but no more this strategy is going to pay dividend. At least it did not pay dividend to BJP in 2024 Lok Sabha elections. My own sense is that they have to go with the strategy of mobilizing non-Jat OBC voters along with other sections of the society, but BJP is not going to get dividend from that the way they managed to get it in 2014 and 2019 assembly election. BJP would be in trouble because Jats are angry, Jats are unhappy, and it seems that Jats
but Prof, the question is, the Jats are anyway angry supposedly against the BJP. Will the addition of Vinesh Phogat as a Congress candidate sort of further that? Because like I said, that vote bank is about 10-11%. They're already anyway disposed against the BJP. So what further incremental addition will a Vinesh Phogat bring?
No, I don't think that Vinesh Phogat joining Congress is going to make huge difference in the way Jats were likely to vote. I don't think if Vinesh Phogat had not joined Congress, then Jat would not have voted for Congress in a very large number. So yes, you're right. I would agree that Vinesh Phogat joining Congress, Congress giving her a ticket, that's not going to make a huge impact in how Jats are going to vote. Anyway, Jats were already, in my opinion, Jat seems to be highly polarized in favor of the Congress, and they were, even without Vinesh Phogat, they were likely to vote for Congress in a big number.
Okay. So let me ask Pradeep Bhandari. So here are the factors that could help the Congress with Vinesh Phogat joining the Congress party. One, of course, the consolidation of the Jat vote. The Jat community has been upset with the BJP. Predominantly, they are farmers. They were protesting at the various borders of Delhi. They are seeking legal guarantee of MSP. With Vinesh Phogat on board, the Congress gets a chance to get more support from women, from youth, from sportspersons. She has become a bit of a youth icon, if you will. The fight was against Wrestling Federation former chief, Mr. Brij Bhushan Singh, and the comeback after the Paris heartbreak, that could strike a raw chord with the masses. And also the entry can bring together the farmer community as well as the Jat community, thereby consolidating a substantial number of vote banks as far as the Congress party is concerned, whereas the BJP, and evidence is there to show from the 2024 Lok Sabha elections that this non-Jat OBC consolidation has come apart. It's come apart in a way that BJP won 10 out of 10 in Haryana in 2014 and in 19. In 2024, you were able to manage only 5 out of 10.
Zaka, we are extremely strong in Haryana and we'll be forming the government in Haryana. The Congress party has applied all tricks and tactics. Till earlier, the Congress party was thinking that it is getting more than 70 seats. And a week back, you saw that how Congress is, trying very hard to form an alliance with the Aam Aadmi party. So had the Congress party initially been very strong, it would not look at an alliance with an Aam Aadmi party, which had lost deposits in 90% of its seats in the last assembly elections. Point number one. Point number two, have you seen a single picture of Kumari Shelja, Bhupinder Hooda, Randeep Surjewala on a single stage holding hands with each other? If you remember, when Bhupinder Hooda was asked the statement, Mr. Shelja wants to be the Chief Minister of Haryana, he said, anybody can be the Chief Minister of Haryana, even you as a reporter can be a Chief Minister of Haryana. So he completely dismissed that question. That is point number two. Point number three is the Bharatiya Janata Party has released its seat. 75% of the candidates have been declared. The Congress party still not have declared its seat because it knows that every seat there are many Congress in Haryana. So we are very, very confident because we have taken Haryana from Bhrashtachar of Parchi Kharchi towards development. If you look at any statistics, I can debate on it. And you were asking me about another source of, just a second, you were asking me of source. Here is the source of Network 18 of Bhupinder Hooda saying that the parole given to Ram Rahim is as per law, and also with respect to that individual Sunil Sangwan, he was a jailer who resigned and joined the party. There is no quote-unquote cases on it. Now question is, when will the Congress party speak about Bengal ki beti, about Nari Nyay? When will the Congress party speak about backing an individual like Mohit Khan, who is responsible for raping a 14-year-old daughter? And for us, Saina Nehwal, Vinesh Phogat, or any individual who has done great for the country, we respect their sporting contribution. But when they join a political party, it is our right to question their political motives. It is not discrediting the allegation because the case has not been taken by us. It is sub judice and the charge sheet is filed and it is moving forward. But my question is, the Congress party looks at everything politically. If the Congress party would not have looked at it politically,
Shama Mohammed, you asked her a question. Dr. Shama Mohammed, you have been waxing eloquent for the last couple of years about the wrestlers and how they've been wronged and how they've been dragged by the Delhi police. You folks did not have a word to say for the last 3 weeks about what's happening in Bengal. What happened to this young doctor? You're a doctor yourself. Has Rahul Gandhi gone and visited the family of the doctor who was raped and murdered? Have you gone and visited the family of the doctor who was raped and murdered? So has any Congress leader? Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary has gone. He is a leader of your party. But I believe he is not in the good books of your party leadership.
So who
has gone?
Yeah, can I speak now? All right. Now, you gave this man a lot of time. I also need my time. He is saying about Haryana, I'll come to your point, Haryana, that look, where is Randeep Surjewala, we are all together. When they released the 67 list, first list, Minister Ranjit Singh Chautala's name not there, MLA Lakshman Das Napa, both of them have resigned from their party. They're having huge issues there, including there as well as Jammu and Kashmir. When they release the first list, they had to withdraw the list. They again release the list. We are not doing that. We are going to release a list where there will be no issues and there are not going to be any confrontations. Number one. Number two, you spoke about Bengal ki beti. Rahul Gandhi condemned it. Priyanka Gandhi condemned it. I have unequivocally.
He called it distraction, Zaka. He's lying. He's lying on your show.
On top of that, you're asking why Rahul Gandhi has not gone there. Why has the Prime Minister of this country not gone to Manipur? Why has the Prime Minister of this country not responded to Vinesh Phogat when she was protesting for 6 months in Delhi at Jantar Mantar? All he could have done is, listen, Vinesh ji, come and meet me. Like Sonia ji, as well as then Chief Minister Sheila Dixit, Manmohan Singh met the protesters when the Nirbhaya Hatyakand happened. They met them and asked them, what do you want? We will sort it out. That's when the Criminal Amendment Act came up. So we are always with our betis. If you see, whether it is Hathras, whether it is what happened in Calcutta, the issue with them is Kolkata is not politically motivated. But this is what happened with Vinesh Phogat is politically motivated. Badlapur is politically motivated. Hathras is international conspiracy or Antarashtra Shadyantra, according to Yogi Adityanath. So this is the problem with them. We have taken the same stance against all rapists in this country. We stand with any beti over here. Whether they are in BJP, whether those people are
One thing Dr. Mohammed is tweeting about it. The other thing is going there and standing by the family of the victim. And I'm sorry to say, neither Rahul Gandhi nor Priyanka Gandhi nor any senior leaders of your party have gone to Kolkata. That's a fact. No, I absolutely agree with you. By that same token, the Prime Minister not going to Manipur is also a valid point.
And why did he not ask Brij Bhushan?
Okay, no, 1 second. What is the difference? Pradeep Bhandari, what is the difference? What is the difference?
I will tell you the difference. The Prime Minister of the country did not call Manipur distraction. When Rahul Gandhi was asked the statement, he called the Bengal rape and murder as distraction. How can he call the murder of Beti in Bengal as distraction? He called distraction in front of the media people. That is the difference. We do not politicize that.
Let me now move away, please. Let me now move away, please. Let me go to Dr. Kumar and Rashid Gidwai for the final word. Dr. Kumar, again, the point, the electoral impact of this is what we are concerned about. Do you see a Jat versus non-Jat sort of divide happening in Haryana as a result of all of this? Because clearly, the Congress party is going all in on the Jat vote. Mr. Hooda is their chief ministerial face for all practical purposes. A large number of his supporters, candidates have been accommodated. Perhaps the reason why they're not releasing the list, we're given to understand, is because Mr. Hooda is dead against this alliance with the Aam Aadmi Party, whereas Rahul Gandhi wants the Aam Aadmi Party also to be given a few seats. But it's clear that the Congress is concentrating front and center on the Jat vote, and the BJP, for whatever reason, is not. But do you see a Jat versus non-Jat sort of fault line in the Haryana election?
It may, it is a poll flanked by the two political parties. But from voters' point of view, I don't think that on the ground the contest is likely to be Jat versus non-Jat. If there is a Jat candidate, all the non-Jats are going to unite just to defeat the Jat. So on the ground, if you look at from social community point of view, I don't see contest emerging as Jat versus non-Jat. When I said Jat versus non-Jat, which is to say, if a Jat candidate is there, all others unite because they have to defeat the Jat candidate. That's not the case. I think it's more like Congress versus BJP. If there is a Congress candidate, yes. If it is a Jat, then it becomes more aggressive. But it is likely to be Congress versus BJP rather than Jat versus non-Jats.
Okay. Rashid, final word. I have to wrap up in 30 seconds. But this whole thing, ultimately, BJP has released 67 out of 90. Its first list. Of course, you can say that, a couple of ministers have resigned, there's a lot of rebellion. We'll see when the Congress list is announced what kind of rebellion there is. But the Congress has not released its list. And one of the reasons I'm given to understand is despite the Central Election Committee clearing some of the names, a large number of the names back on Monday, it's the end of the week now on Friday, and yet the reason why the list has not been released is two factors. One, this whole business of allies. Rahul Gandhi wants to give a few seats to Aam Aadmi Party, a few seats to Samajwadi Party, but Mr. Hooda is dead against it. And two, more importantly, accommodation of Mr. Hooda's loyalists versus the others who are sort of factional leaders in the Haryana Congress, whether it's Mr. Surjewala, Ms. Selja, etc., etc. So the Congress, it's the challenger, momentum, etc., but they're not even able to release their list. Rashid.
I think, Zaka, their internal assessment is, they are very optimistic about it. They are fancying like 60 or plus, assembly seats out of 90. And therefore, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, who wants to keep this India Alliance story, hot for Maharashtra elections and Jharkhand elections. So he wants to accommodate Aam Aadmi Party. So Congress is not going to have greater disquiet because of, Zaka, that when they sense victory, then they come together. If they were losing Haryana election, then you would have said, you would have seen, Surjewala saying something and Selja saying something and Hooda saying something. Because they are so, collectively, they are so sure-footed about victory in Haryana, that is uniting them. I just one last thing I want to tell about, my friend Pradeep Bhandari is displaying the name of, Chaudhry Lal Singh. Lal Singh came from BJP actually. The Congress, and when he was in BJP, the Congress was opposing it. This is a real problem and a problematic formulation by all political parties.
There's a difference. No,
because they are not sensitive.
Okay, I'm out of time. I'm out of time. Thank you very much, Pradeep Bhandari, Shama Mohammed, Rashid Gidwai, and of course, Dr. Sanjay Kumar for joining us. We'll see how this story plays out in Haryana. Yes, Vinesh Phogat entering the Congress party and contesting now on a Congress ticket. You could look at it as a bit of a coup as far as the Congress party is concerned. But the bigger question, and I would be curious as a student of politics in this country, I would be curious to see whether it leads to some kind of Jat versus non-Jat consolidation in favor of Congress and BJP respectively in Haryana, or whether or not the rebellion that we're now seeing in the BJP can be contained, and whether or not after the Congress list is released, whenever it is released, whether or not we will see some kind of a rebellion there. These are factors that we will keep an eye out for. For the moment, thank you very much for, in fact, we're going to take a break. What we're going to do is on the other side, we're going to shift focus to the Israel-Gaza war. For the last 7 months, the war has been bloody. It's consumed a large number of lives. A big focus has been on Gaza. But now in the last week, almost about week, 10 days or so, Israel has been bombarding the West Bank. The West Bank was thought of to be relatively peaceful because it was being governed by the Palestinian Authority, had nothing to do with Hamas. But for the last 10 days or so, Israel has been bombarding the West Bank. On the other side, we will explain to you what the Israeli thinking is, why they're doing this, and what the blowback is potentially for the operation that's happening in the West Bank. Quick break, we'll see you on the other side.